up? How are you guys doing? It's Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach. And welcome to the Monday Blast in collaboration with Boss Life Online. Welcome to the Monday Blast. Today, we have a really good topic for you guys. Today's Monday Blast is about not everyone alone is lonely. I can't wait to get into it. There's no channel song today. Unfortunately, my tablet broke and I'm not able to play the song, but we will be back with the song hopefully by next week. I'm going to wait for some of my guest collaborators to come in. I hope the notification went out. If you are watching in the replay, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. On this channel, I really tune into mindset shifting and positivity and motivation. So today's Monday Blast is not everyone alone is lonely. And not everyone alone is lonely. And I will be talking about one, two, three, 4 points with this topic. Not everyone alone is lonely. And many people, they make the assumption, a lot of people believe that because a person is alone, that equals lonely. Hey, Real Odds and Events. Hey, Marlene, good to see you. Great topic. You're correct on that. Yes. And I'm going to talk about it. I think it's really important. Okay. Many people, they make the assumption that a man or a woman, if they see them alone, that means that they're lonely. That means that they're miserable. Being single or being alone does not equal that they are lonely, or even to say that a person is miserable. Everything in life is about your mindset, the way you choose to think about your situation. And yes, there are a lot of people who are alone and lonely and miserable. Yes, I will say that. We can't deny something that's the truth, but there's a lot of people who are single or widowed or whatever the situation that finds them, that they're not in a relationship or they're not around a lot of people, but that does not make them unhappy. A lot of people who maybe be in a couple or whatever want you to be in a relationship, it does not mean it's for everybody. Everybody is not meant to be in a coupled sort of situation. Some people want their peace and their freedom, and we're going to get into that in a little bit later. But I wanted to start off by saying that not everyone alone is lonely. Many people, they make that assumption that a man or a woman is lonely, but that is not always the case. Yes, there are many times where that is the case, but it's not always the case. And in today's topic, I really want to be sharing the empowerment viewpoint, because everything is how we tend to look at it. And I forgot to say to you guys notice anything different? Do you notice anything different about Marlene? Yes, I have contacts on now. So I'm kind of geeked and excited to be wearing contacts and out of glasses, and we'll see how long it lasts. But for today's live stream, I will have my contacts on. I do feel different. I'm going to say that part. So, today we're going to be talking about the empowerment point of view, that alone does not equal lonely. And I have 3 points that I want to share with you guys that alone doesn't mean lonely, because number one, being alone gives you time to think. Number one, being alone gives you time to think. When you're around a lot of people, you got everybody with their ideas and their drama and their negativity. But when you are by yourself, you have the opportunity to think. What do I want? Where do I want to go? What am I feeling like I want to do? You can do a lot of healing when you are by yourself. And I love that. Hey, Boss Life Online, how are you doing? Welcome in. I feel like I've done so much personal growth by just being by myself, and it's not necessarily having to do with being in a relationship. Whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you should always take time to be by yourself. It's good for you. It's a part of your healing and your personal growth and development, you know? Finally, a normal person. Hi, Diamond. How are you doing? Yes. Thank you so much, Gio. Um, that's one of the things that I wanted to say to you guys, that when you take time to be by yourself, it gives you time to think and to grow and to work on yourself. And when I was younger, one of the things that I used to do all the time was surround myself by a lot of people. I felt like I had to be around friends or family or be in a relationship in order to be happy. But you don't have to be around other people in order for you to have your own personal happiness. But that means that you've been doing some work on yourself and some healing on yourself. It wasn't until I gave myself the permission to say, I don't need a friend. I don't need my family. I can do something by myself. I can go and run around and be silly or go shopping. And I think it goes very appropriately into Gio's topic. And Gio's topic was about finding things to make yourself happy. And that's one of the things that it took me a long time from being older. I was raised that there are certain things that why would you want to go by yourself, and you should want to go with this person and that person. And not that it's wrong, but everybody needs time to be by themselves in order to reflect, in order to be at peace. And especially if you have people around you that are very toxic, okay? People who are toxic will get you down, will get you discouraged. And one of the biggest things that I love about being alone is that you don't have anybody to distract you. Being around other people, especially those needy people, they're always attached to you. Hey, do you want this? Hey, can you help me with this? Can you help? It's always, can I help? Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? All the time. Gio, thank you so much for the gifts. And yes, amen. Hi, Sirius. How are you doing? Welcome in. That's one of the things that I had to learn for myself, that it's very important for me as a woman, and if you're a man, it's important for you as a man to take time and be by yourself so that you can think. And am I on track with my goals in my life? Am I on track with my purpose? Am I happy? And a lot of people don't ask themselves those probing questions. And we do need to be asking ourselves those questions. Am I actually happy? And if I'm not happy, why am I not happy? There's levels to all of this. There's levels to every part of our life. And for so many years, from my teen year, my preteen to my teen years, I used to always just settling, feeling this is the best that I can do. This is the best that I can get out of this life. And it's not. We don't have to settle. We don't have to be around people who are users and takers just in order to say we have friends or we have our family, when they're the one disrupting and bringing dysfunction to your life. They're the reason why you're unhappy. And sitting in that for a while made me really think that I need to do some work on me. Why am I settling for less than I deserve? You don't have to settle. And people get angry when you are happy being by yourself. And some people don't understand the concept of you just taking a walk with yourself. You just sitting and thinking. You just sitting and loving yourself. You just sitting and being grateful for your life. That it's not about anybody but me. And I say that to all of you motivators family. Take time and sit down and reflect on yourself. I love myself. and I'm worthy, and I've been through a lot. Every single one of you, I know that you have been through many challenges, many difficulties, trauma in your life, but you're still here. And every day when I think about that, that I'm still here, that I have a purpose, that I'm not just living, I'm not just existing, I'm living. And I'm living with a purpose, by purpose. See, that's something that's purpose driven lifestyle. And I didn't learn that until I started to work on myself. It's not just going through life. You got to do more than just go through life. You got to go through life with a purpose. And when you have a purpose in life, that's how you have peace of mind. That's how you have joy. And many people don't understand that part. They are looking so much to, oh, I'm not in a relationship and this person doesn't like me. And until you can sit by yourself and be happy, you got some work to do on yourself, you know? And I can say that because I was definitely never happy being by myself. I always needed to be talking to somebody. I couldn't just sit in quiet. I always had to have some sort of noise. The music had to be on, the TV. I could not sit in silence because I was not at peace. Because when you sit in peace, that means that you reflect. That means you start doing thinking about what is not right in your life. And the more that I started to take time for myself, is the more I chose myself, and the more I started setting boundaries, and the more I started saying, no, I don't like that. No, don't treat me like that. See, motivators family, we are the one that sets the standards for the way that people treat us. So if people in your life aren't treating you right, what are you going to do about it? Will you speak up for yourself? Will you advocate for yourself? Will you protect your peace? See, respect is something personal that I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. We each have to do it for ourselves. Mm-hmm. Yes, serious. Amen. We have to do it for ourselves. And it took me a really long time in my life to come to that space to say, I deserve to be respected. And no more walking around with my head down. No more sitting and waiting and letting people waste my time, waste my energy, or always feeling that I have to give people my money or my energy or express or try to convince other people as to why I'm making this or that move. No. Walk in silence and mind your own business. See, that's one of the things that I love about the just being a single or just being by yourself is giving yourself that permission for your peace. I give myself the permission to be at peace. I give myself the permission to let go of any situation or any problem. And that's the reason why I can be happy being by myself, because I've worked on me. And I look at myself in the mirror every single day and I say, I'm worth it. I deserve to be respected. I'm loved. I am capable. And so are you. But a lot of times in our day-to-day life, the people that we want the most to treat us with kindness and respect and dignity don't. And it's very hurtful. It hurts, but it's better for you to choose your peace. It's better for you to do things by yourself. It's better for you to work on yourself, support your own self, support your own mental health than to be miserable, because I used to do that. Sitting and waiting for friends and family and this person and that person to be there and support me. And you could be doing that your whole life and they will never get it. Some people don't understand why you have standards, why you don't allow them to run over you. Why? Because I love myself. And because you have to treat me right or you cannot be a part of my life. That's it, period. Hi, Tasha. How are you doing? Bubblegum Batty says that's true. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome. Siri says you have to learn to sit with discomfort without reacting. Self-control is a weapon. There's strength in unpredictability. Yes. And that's why I say sometimes you just got to get up and do something good for yourself. You got to do something loving for yourself. Anybody who has ever been through any situations in their life, I have to say that we all go through things because we're human beings. But do you give yourself the permission to sit in it, like Sirius says, and to sit in it and say, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm whatever, and then do something about it? Why am I unhappy? Are you allowing other people to make you unhappy? Or have you allowed unhappiness to be your norm? See, that's not good. You know, I know that from being through that for so many years, allowing relatives or friends or coworkers, other people being unhappy and making them happy because I never told them I don't like that, expecting people to be mind readers. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Bubblegum Baddie. Oh, you subscribed. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Motivators family. Geo says, great topic. Thank you so much, Geo. Yes. So I have to say to you guys, spend time by yourself. Whether you're in a romantic relationship, whether you're not, whether you have a family that love and supports you or you don't. We ultimately all have to work on the way we see ourselves, the way we treat ourselves. And it's a work in progress your entire life. It's a life journey, you know, from being a child to being a teenager to adulthood to midlife. It's a transition. You have to learn in the new place that you are in your life. Am I doing things to make myself happy? It's not about saying I'm alone. No, you could be alone, but you're not lonely because you fill your days with peace. You fill your days with joy. You fill your days with enlightenment. You don't allow your circumstance to become your mindset. I think that's really important. Don't let your circumstance become your mindset. Even if you're in a dark space at the moment, or you're going through things, or people aren't treating you the nicest or the best way, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way. Sometimes we go through those really dark times to find ourselves, to find our passion, to find friends. I honestly believe that sometimes we go through situations so that we can come out stronger. You find out what you're made of, how tough you are, how courageous you are. You find a new zest for life. You find joy. You find out that wasn't really my friend, or that person really didn't love me, because that's not how love treats you. So it's a lot of things in this life that we can learn from our situation, but it's all about the mindset. And over here, I always talk about mindset shifting. Mindset shifting is so important. Even if your circumstance is not the best, but we can always be positive. We can always think about the things that we have and be grateful. Step into that gratitude, because that will help our perspective, our joy to be present in any difficulty, any trial. It's about, how do I choose to look at my situation? And I choose to look at all situations in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between, as I'm grateful. Have an attitude of gratitude. It will change your life. Trust me, I'm not just saying this. An attitude of gratitude will change your life. Okay? So I wanted to say that to everybody, especially with all of the things going on in the world, all of the negative people. Hey, Charlene, how are you doing? With all the negatives in the world, with all of the problems that happen with everything and the situations that you may be going through, it's easy to get overwhelmed. But I wanted to say to everybody, no matter what your problem, your situation, this mindset thing is such a powerful thing. You can empower your mind. You can say, I'm enough even in my storm. You can say, I'm worthy even in my struggle. You can say, I'm strong because I continue to get up. I continue to rise, and I rise and I rise and I grow, and I'm stronger than I ever thought I could be. I have to tell you guys that in this season of my life, I'm doing so much of enjoying my me time and loving on myself, respecting myself, and setting boundaries. I never thought that I could be so strong. I never thought that I had the capacity, the bandwidth to be able to handle things. But here I am. And the same thing for every single one of you guys. You're going through something, I don't know what it is, but you know your struggles, but you're still here. And this is when you applaud yourself. I am alone, but I'm not lonely. See, loneliness is something that people tell themselves. I'm alone, like it's something bad. Being alone is a good thing. It gives you time to reflect, time to think, time to ask questions. Am I on point or am I off target? At any time in our life, if you get off target, off purpose, off passion, you can always reset. Yeah. All you have to do is say, I give myself the permission to reset. And I forgive myself for the times when I didn't show up for myself. I forgive myself. That's such a beautiful thing, to forgive yourself, not beat up yourself for what you didn't do. But it's all about today, right now, in this moment. You can say out of your mouth, speak out that affirmation. I choose to forgive myself. I choose to stand in this moment loving myself. I stand to stay in this moment saying that I'm worthy. I will keep my head up. I will be confident. My life is going to improve. I will get better. See? Mindset shifting. But if you stay in the space of saying, I am lonely, I am depressed, nobody likes me, nothing is going right in my life. Wow, all of that could be true. Maybe you may not have people supporting you. Maybe people don't love you. Maybe you're going through a lot of things. Maybe you may not feel the best. All of those things are true. But can you shift your mindset? Yes, you can. You can shift your mindset and be positive and say, the only thing that I am in control of is this right here. I remind myself of that every single day. The only thing that I am in control of is what I think about myself. And can't we do some great things with that? Yes, we can. Yeah, we can do some great things with the way we think about ourselves. I have power here. That's mind power. There's so much that you can do. The power of the mind to shift your mind to say, I believe in myself, even when I don't know the next step, the next move, how my money is going to be, my health. I don't know what's next. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. But in today, I choose gratitude. In today, I choose to love myself. In today, I will keep myself busy. And today I will be strong. And today I will be empowered. And today I say, I'm doing the best that I can. Do you know how that can change everything in your life? In this situation, in this moment, right now, on today, I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm proud of myself. See, we got to do more of this. Pat yourself on the back. Don't wait for people to give you flowers and say, you're amazing. Tell yourself, I'm amazing. I'm phenomenal. I can overcome. I'm strong. I love myself. I'm phenomenal. I'm intelligent. I'm talented and gifted. Yeah, you are. You're all of those things, but you are the one that has to believe it. You're the one that has to stand in it in this very moment. I'm strong. I'm courageous. I love myself and I'm enough. You see how that can shift your mindset from the melancholy, the droopy, I call the Eeyore syndrome, to I will hold my head up. Things are going to get better. It's what you tell yourself. That mindset shifting of positive self-talk, it will do everything for you. It will do everything positive. Charlene says, yes, I am rising. Yes, I am rising. Thank you, Lord. Yes. Yes, you are living your life, Marlene. Blessings. Real Odds says, and yet you are here uplifting others. Yes. That's what I'm saying. We all go through things, but in your storm, can you encourage people? Yes, I can. People may not even know the struggles that I go through. Marlene doesn't have a perfect life. I'm not a perfect woman. I'm not a perfect human being, but yet I choose to show up with a smile on my face. That's a choice. I choose to wake up and say, I'm enough. I choose to wake up and to say, I am somebody. And I choose to say that to my motivators family every single time I hit the live button. Because you are enough, even if you don't feel like enough. You are worthy, even if other people don't deem you as worthy. See, what you are not in control of is what other people think about you. What other people think about you is none of your business, but what you think about yourself, that's all your business. That's all in your control, okay? That's right, Gio. I am in control of me. I know that's right. Yeah, all of the above. Hi, John. How are you doing? Hi, Miss Lynn. You definitely agree. Yes. Love the topic. So how do you not let the toxic people affect your day? Okay, this is what you do, John. When you have toxic people around you, you can just say, I have actually said that in the workplace. I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but you're not going to bring me down. You have a great day. See, you got to take your power back. You have to tell people, I will not allow your negative energy, your negative vibration to bring me down. I refuse. See, that's called taking your power back. But you're the one. First, you got to get this. You got to get this right first. When people are around you, and this and that, and attitude and drama and negative, and you have to say, no, no, no. You say, that's not me. You got to remind yourself, I'm in control of me. I'm in control of what I think about. But don't let other people take your power away. Don't let people run over you. Don't let people disrespect you. No, no, and no. You tell them, I'm sorry you're having a bad day, but you will not address me that way. That's self-respect. That's self-awareness. That's self-love. And people may not like it, but they have no choice but to respect you. You set boundaries, you stand firm on it, and you dismiss the rest. And say, I don't even want to hear it. I have learned that I don't even want to hear about it. You keep that over there. Nope, I don't want to hear it. Yes, remember, you are in control. So I got one more point, and then we are going to get out of here, okay? Being alone gives you freedom to make moves. Do you guys hear this? Being alone gives you freedom to make moves. So what are some of those moves you want to make? You want to do something with education? Do you want to start a business? Do you just want to just sit in peace and quiet? You can do all of those things. You can do all of it. See, one thing I had to learn is to stop telling people my business. So cut that off. Keep a positive attitude. Keep people around you that are positive. You can't be happy unless you choose to be happy, okay? So I say that to every single one of you, okay? Keep your head up. Be positive. Love yourself. Respect yourself. And remember, you're in control of you. Love yourself. Be your empowered self. Don't let other people control you. Don't let angry people bring you down. No, we're not doing that. We're not letting angry people bring us down. We're standing up for ourselves. We will assert ourselves. And when you tell people, I don't like how you treat me, and they continue to do it, it's when you cut them people off. Stop going around them. Don't tell them your business. Sometimes I've even had to get a new job because I said, this energy is bringing me down. Okay? If the energy brings you down, if the people bring you down, sometimes you have no other choice but to move on. You just got to move on and you got to leave them behind. Okay? Yeah, all of that. Yes, John. Hi, Jeffrey. How are you doing? Yes, people use what you tell them against you. So that, Tasha, so what does that mean? That means we have to be careful what we say. My dad said a long time ago, don't tell people anything that you don't want them to repeat back to you. So the things that I tell people, I'm blessed, I'm worthy, I'm capable, I'm enough. You don't tell them about those dark, negative things happening in your life unless it's somebody that will be with you in the trenches through your storms. If they've shown that, then yes, there's select people that you can trust, but not the people who throw you under the bus. Not those people. No, no, no. Okay? But we live and we learn and we grow and we empower and we're stronger and we're courageous and we love ourselves and we're unstoppable. I say that to all of you motivators family. You're unstoppable. You are alone, but you're not lonely. Take your power back. Shift your mindset. Be positive. Put yourself around positive people and be your best self. I'm Marlene Motivates, your life coach, motivational speaker, and overall faith-based motivator. I appreciate every single one of you for your support. Shout out to Boss Life Online. Shout out to the mods. Thank you, Sirius. Shout out to Chill Will Crew and everybody who is in here. Tasha, John. I don't know who else I missed. Jeffrey. And thank you, everybody. Oh, Miss Lynn. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate every single one of you. Love yourself. Remember, you may be alone, but you're not lonely. You're more than enough. Peace, guys. See you guys next week, Monday.